Losing fat does not have to be difficult. Unfortunately, people often choose weight loss approaches that rarely work, making the whole process way more challenging than it needs to be. If you are looking to shed some pounds, there are habits which are proven to be successful, and therefore make it much easier for you to lose the weight. That is what we're talking about in this video. Over half of the adults in the US want to lose weight, but only 27% are actually working on it. This is not surprising. Fat loss is tough to accomplish, especially when people often use ineffective methods to lose the fat. To lose fat, you need to eat less. I know. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Eating less, though, does not mean you have to obsess about your calories and starve yourself. Right? I don't think that's a recipe for success. If you make calories your primary focus, you're likely going to think about eating all the time. You can, instead, adopt the right habits which will naturally lead you to eat less. Some habits can lead you to feel fuller and have fewer cravings. I'm going to share with you a few ways in which you can reduce how much you eat, lose fat, and not obsess over your calorie intake in the process. Number one, if you want to eat less, you should sleep more. Your sleep has a huge impact on your eating habits. The ideal sleep is sleeping 7 to 9 hours per night, sleeping consistent hours, and staying asleep with minimal interruptions. When people are not meeting those criteria, especially sleeping less than 6 hours, they are eating more calories, they have higher levels of ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and they crave more sweets and more snacks. If you sleep more, you eat less. Aim to get at least 7 hours of sleep per night and have a target bedtime that you go to sleep within 30 minutes of every night. Number two, increase your protein intake. You will likely eat fewer calories if you significantly boost your daily protein intake. In one study, people were allowed to eat as many calories as they wanted, but they had to double their protein intake. As a result, they ate 440 fewer calories per day. If we eat more protein, especially in place of carbohydrate calories, we will likely eat less. Protein is digested more slowly than carbohydrates. If you increase your protein, you'll likely have more satiety and you won't snack shortly after a meal. A simple way to accomplish eating more protein is to double your protein serving at each meal. If you are tracking macronutrients, aim to eat 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight per day to maximize your fat loss. Number three, eat foods in their most solid form. Food is often available in different versions to enhance their palatability. Examples of this are fruit smoothies, mashed potatoes, and barbecue pulled pork or pulled chicken. These foods are delicious, but these foods in their softer forms are way less filling, and we eat them quicker. As a result, we eat more calories. In a study where people ate the hard original versions of the food, on some days compared to when they ate the soft versions of the foods, people ate anywhere from 200 to 900 calories less on the days with solid foods. So what does this mean? Avoid the more processed, softened versions of foods. When it comes to proteins, potatoes, fruits, and vegetables, eat them in their original state, their solid form. Number four, eat your meals without distractions. I mean, this is probably not even worth talking about. We are never usually distracted. Being distracted during your meal does not cause you to eat more at that meal. However, if you are eating a meal while watching a video, watching TV, or playing a game, you will likely eat more later in the day. That's what was shown in a study where those activities were compared to people who ate without distractions. People who ate while distracted were less satisfied with their meals, and as a result, they were more likely to snack after the meal. Eat your meals without TV, games, or videos on your phone, and you'll likely eat less throughout the entire day. Number five, have a plan for when you dine with others. Our eating habits change when we eat with other people. This is known in psychology as social facilitation. Social facilitation is a phenomenon where people perform differently on task when in the presence of other people. In the case of exercise, for example, we exercise more intensely when we're with other people. When it comes to dining in social environments, we tend to eat more and drink more. Research has shown that we serve ourselves larger portions of food when dining with others. And people eat about 400 to 800 more calories per meal in groups. When you dine with others, this is something that you have to prepare for. I have 3 suggestions for you. First, limit yourself to a specific number of items if you go to a restaurant. For example, you might use a rule of 2 or rule of 3, meaning you're only going to order 2 items or 3 items from the menu. An example of a 2-item limit would be to have 1 appetizer or 1 entree, or 1 cocktail and 1 entree. Number 2, if you're dining out, look online at the menu before you go to the restaurant. Determine what you're going to eat and stick to that plan. Number 3, if you go to a party or another situation where you are serving food to yourself, limit yourself to 1 plate of food. You are allowed to eat anything that's available, but you cannot exceed whatever can fit on that single plate. In summary, increase your sleep hours and sleep schedule consistency, increase your overall daily protein intake, eat foods in their firm form, eat meals without distractions, and have an approach for when you dine with other people. If you want more help with sleep, check out my video, How to Sleep Better, 11 research-based tips. For more information about getting into the best shape of your life, click the subscribe button. I'm Dr. Preuss. Thanks for watching this video.